channel with another GT Sport live stream, and a live stream up yesterday, because well, we were all quite busy here at the All Saints Network. We were actually busy planning some stuff for you guys, the fans. Anyways, we got a lot of stuff to do. We got some races to do, some cars to get, and hopefully we can rank up our sportsmanship rating and driver skill at the same time. But anyways, for now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to see more GT Sport videos in the future, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's dive right into the video. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually start off our first race.
Hello, I'm Christian Smile.
Hey, Christian. Actually, hello there, Christian. Thank you for tuning in. We've just started, and what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to start off in our first car. Actually, we're going to start off in this little puppy, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition. Now this I quite like, because A, it's four-wheel drive, and B, it's stable enough, so that means we can get a good takeoff and hopefully a good race result in the end. So let's dive. Actually, so fingers crossed that we actually get some good races in this. If not, as long as we don't finish in last, that's the main thing, because that's always been our sort of goal in this series, is to not finish in last. I don't think anyone wants that. I don't think anyone wants to end up in last. And if they do, well then, I don't really know why they would. Let's see, is there anything that we need to change on this? Well, let's see, the power to weight ratios is actually quite perfect. The traction control is spot on. Sports hard tires, perfect. Now let's see. Yep, keep it like that. Let's see, transmission. Okay, if I leave it on fully customized, that means the top speed is more, but the acceleration's less so. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it fully customized and actually see if I can actually leave it at top speed 162. I think that's a good enough it's pretty good. So let's see, I think the apologies, ladies and gentlemen, I have to send something. Anyways, since that's done, let's get right in. Well, before we actually started this live stream, I was fooling about in this, and I got a time of 2 minutes 13.7 around this track. That was my best time, but then again, that was in a Ford Focus ST, so not really a fast, actually seriously quick time, but for the Focus, that's not particularly too bad, really. Well, anyways, let's see how this little Evo can do, if it can go faster. Which I think it will. I think it would be able to go a hell of a lot faster. So anyways, as always, ladies and gentlemen, I am rocking the Logitech G20 steering rig with the optional gear shifter with it. I am driving it with a manual transmission, no driving line, no assists, no nothing, basically. Now traction control, well, traction control is at, it's not off, but it's not on at the same time. As it stands, actually, because it's four-wheel drive, I've put the traction control onto 2, so it doesn't slip up and doesn't actually just try and kill us at the exact same time.
Are you going to say hopefully a lot? XD smile.
Well, I'm actually well, fingers crossed that we don't. And if I do, then if I do say that a lot, then somebody correct me if I do say it a lot, because I'm actually trying not to say it as much as I possibly can. But who knows? So let's see, we got about a minute until we get on to the warm-up for our first ever race, and me being in this Evo, I'm kind of optimistic. That'll be the right word. Yeah, I'm a little bit optimistic concerning this car. Or so I thought. I just did a 2:15.3, which is not really quick. So that means my fastest time going into this will be a time set in a Ford Focus.
Is fingers crossed gonna be your new saying? Emoji face with tears of joy.
I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'll just try and change it up every once in a while. Sometimes I'll say hopefully, sometimes I'll say fingers crossed. I mean, I guess it's all about what would fit best in the current day-to-day situation at this moment in. Anyways, enough of all that. Right now we are going to be entering our first race, and I hope to God that we're actually starting in a good enough place, because if we're starting off in last, then we can't really get to overtake quite a lot of people. I mean, we can't overtake, but not too many. We're going to be that's interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to be starting this race in 12th place out of 16th. That's not too bad, but it's less than average. So I know that I could have gone better than that. But anyways, let's get our warm-up lap over and done with, so we can actually start our race, and we can actually, the goal for the race, as always, ladies and gentlemen, never to end up last, because if we end up last, well then it won't be good for any of us, really. Let's see. And in terms of this Evo, I'm actually starting to get the hang of it. I know where to push, where not to push. And I actually feel like from each passing run in this car, I'm getting more and more confident in my abilities with this car, which is what a racing driver should be, which is what should happen in a racing driver. God, Evo, you know what, let him through, let him overtake. I want to be a good sport. Ooh, he's gone wide, he's gone wide. Ooh, couldn't finish it. But it's not the main race. Unfortunately, it's not the main race. Because if it was, I would have been so grateful. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. In just about 10 seconds or less, we will be underway in our first race of the day. Now, where do you guys think that I will end up? Because personally, I'm not expecting much, given the fact that we're going to be starting the race in 12th. Given the fact that we're starting the race in 12th, that's not really a good sign, but it's not a bad sign either. So, fingers crossed that we actually get through to this. Let's see. That's a good start. Good launch from the Evo. Good God. In 11th. Made up one place. Not too bad, not too bad. Braking for this corner. Whoa! A lot of people going in a little bit too fast there. Just bullying everyone out of the way. Took the TT that was beside me. I've got an Evo up my trumpet. Braking. Ooh, Evo's gone off. TT took me on the inside. Dang it. Come on. Oh God. Could have taken that corner just a little bit better. What the hell? That's naughty. I'm not. Yep, I knew I couldn't have gotten that good. Oh God, this is where I can make or break some places. And yes, some people have gone in way too fast into that corner. So that means I can get some places back. Okay, we've got an Audi TT and a Evo in front of us. See if we can actually try and catch up and make some places up. Let's see, coming up to the last corner of the first lap. Oh God, a little bit wide, a little bit wide of an entry, understeering horribly. I don't want to understeer in this car. Come on. If all else fails, just remember, all this is from a new car. All this for a new car, all this for a new car. As long as I actually complete my daily workout today, that should be me happy. Ooh, Evo's gone wide. Evo's gone very wide. Take his place. Goodbye, Mr. Evo. Alright, so we're back where we started at 12th place. Let's see if we can actually catch up to Mr. TT over here. Mr. Badman Gaz. Braking hard in this corner. I need acceleration. I shouldn't have messed with the tuning of this. should have relied more on the acceleration side than top speed, because there's no way I would ever achieve my theoretical top speed of about 160 odd miles an hour. I don't really think I can do that. But anyways, took the TT. Oh, Evo giving me a bit of a bump there. Wait, where's the Audi? There he is. Braking hard for this corner here. Very nice. Better than the first. Better than the first lap. Better than the first lap. Come on. Okay, Mr. Evo. Ooh, Evo spun. Will you get out of my way? God's sake! If the Evo didn't crash or slow down, if the Evo would have just gotten out of my way, then I probably would have been in 11th, rather than 2 places down. God's sake! Come on! Whoa! Evo's gone off again. Taking the wide approach. Evo beside me is trying to run me off. Oh no, you don't. Tuck yourself back. Tuck yourself behind me and stay there. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are on our final lap of the race. It hasn't really gone well. Well, it hasn't been the best. But if we can take Mr. Badman Gaz or stay in this in this position, then I'd consider it a reasonable success. Actually, no, I'd call it a reasonable success if we actually finish the race. If we finish the race, I call it a success. But for now, so let's just concentrate. Little chicane. Through here. Excellent, very nice. Smooth and steady does the trick. Smooth and steady. Very nice. Huh, we've got 9 people actually in our little live stream. Oh, hello to anyone who's just joined us. If you have, then I am I am in a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition, and right now I'm in 12th place, which doesn't look that great, but I did start in 12th. Okay, thanks for the little speed boost, Mr. Evo. Don't you dare bump me, don't you dare bump me. Okay, can you give me a little bit of it? Okay, went a bit wide, Mr. Gear, dang it. Okay, there he is. Don't let him through. Yes, 12th place. That's not too bad. We stayed where we started. Alright, so we stayed where we started, which isn't too bad. But the main hope is that A, our sportsmanship rank goes up, B, our driver's rankings stay up, and C, we actually get our daily workout over and done with. Which we have, ladies and gentlemen. We've got an additional 12.6 miles added on, which gives us 32 miles. So that means as soon as we leave this lobby, we actually get our new car. Which, to be honest, I don't really know what else we can get, since most of the cars I've gotten are cars that I like. Apart from a couple of Hyundai Genesis here and there. But the rest of it's still quite good. Anyway, congratulations to Mr. Savage 916 in your Evo for winning. Good driving out there, buddy. Anyways, our sportsmanship rank went down to C. That's not particularly good. But our driver rank stayed the same at D. So let's see what our new car is. Really? That is an N RS Trophy Edition. You know what? Good God. 269. Now, what we're actually going to do is we're going to... You know what? Why not? We're going to drive... Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are going to drive our new car, the Renault Megane RS Trophy Edition, for our next race. And see where... See if we can get a better place than we did with the Evo. I highly doubt we can, but hey, it's good enough to try at least. And besides, whilst we're waiting on our race, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments down below. Are you actually if you guys are enjoying these this video or all Gran Turismo Sport videos, then let me know in the comments, or let me know by leaving a like, and if you're new, subscribing, so I know that I can actually do more of these videos for you guys. Because that's how we know like what's actually what fans like, what they don't like, is if people leave us likes. And
It is a good car and you know it.
oh god, the Megane. Well, let's see. Is the Megane any good? Well, it's front-wheel drive. It has 269 brake horsepower. It doesn't have high acceleration, but it has a reasonable enough top speed. Let's see. Good God. Okay, the acceleration just stays the same, no matter what. Okay, you know what? Leave it as it is, and let's get driving. If we beat 2 minutes 13. Then frankly I'll be amazed, because the 213 was set in a Ford Focus ST, and if it beats it, I will be amazed. So let's find out how fast this thing is. Let's see. Here. Damn, the understeer in this thing is catastrophic. Well, then again, what do you expect from a front-wheel drive? What do you expect from a front-wheel drive 260-odd brake horsepower hatchback? You're not really expecting much in terms of performance. Fully powering. Then again, the interior... Alright, what do I like about this Megane? What do I like about it? Well, the interior of this thing is not that bad, I guess. But compared to the Focus, it is lacking in equipment. It is lacking in terms of equipment, and lacking in quality, I would say. The only thing that you get, which is quality in this, is the carbon fiber trim on the dashboard. But that carbon fiber trim on it, that's fake carbon. It's just fake carbon fiber, and that's not really a good thing if you're so cheap that you have to use fake carbon fiber to actually make up for the fact that you don't actually have carbon fiber on your car. And in terms of looks, nothing new. There's nothing really new in terms of looks for the Megane. It just looks like all the previous iterations, but it looks like all previous iterations from 2010 onwards. So there's nothing really special about that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this car actually did beat 2 minutes 13.7 by 0.1 seconds. And I wonder if we could actually get a quicker time than that. Then again, the real way that we can actually test this car, see if it's any good, is by actually racing this thing against other players online. And if it gets us a high enough place, then I'll like it. Actually, then I'll probably consider using it in future races and all that sort of stuff. But if it doesn't, then I'm afraid it's going to have to go into the confines of the hot, like cars that are trying to be good hot hatchbacks, but ultimately end up failing as such. I mean, even stuff like the BMW M1 and stuff like that. But anyways, the brakes in this thing are good for a hatchback. The carbon ceramic discs actually do work on this thing. But then again, those brakes, the carbon ceramic brake discs are actually optional. So you're gonna have to fork another couple of grand over for those brakes, which are honestly a necessity, because if you go for the regular stainless steel brakes, then what you're gonna get is a lot of you're gonna get tons more understeer than you would get from the carbon ceramics. The sound for a tiny 1.4 liter engine, for a 1.4 liter, it doesn't sound all that bad, to be honest. But I know for a fact that it could improve. But plus, it is kind of cheating, because in a regular car, you can hear the exhaust notes from like from your window if you roll it down. Whereas in this, they've slightly cheated and filtered the exhaust sounds, the tuned the sound exhausts inside the speakers. So that's kind of cheating. Overall, though, this car is kind of a mixed bag. For the amount of good it has, it has an equal amount of bad things to like compensate for it. Then again, so honestly, if you had a choice of hot hatchbacks in this game between this Renault Megane and the Ford Focus that I have, I would pick the Ford Focus ST. Because A, it's a better looking car. Actually, it has better looks, it has better handling, it can control its power better. All that and more is why I would recommend you go and get the Ford Focus ST. It may be lower on power by about 2 brake horsepower, but it would it doesn't make that much of a difference. If I'm honest, it doesn't really make that big of a difference, because the Focus can maintain its power a lot more than the Megane can. So if you want a hot hatchback, buy the Focus. Actually, get yourselves the Focus. It is that good. Anyways, we are being put in our lobby now, and we are actually one place higher than we started off in the first race, because now we are starting this race in 11th place. Interestingly enough, we're the only Megane out here, because everyone else is in TTs, Subarus. Actually, TTs, Subarus, Evos. I dare say a Lotus as well. So That's the competition. Will it be able to actually face up to the competition is up to the car. Well, it's up to the car and me to actually see if this car can actually keep up with the likes of an Audi TT and a Mitsubishi Evo. The Evo is probably the biggest worry that I have. Because that thing has four-wheel drive. Because the Evo has a better drivetrain than this. It has four-wheel drive compared to front-wheel drive. It has better acceleration than my car. It has more horsepower than my car. And it has a higher top speed and better handling. So I guess all we can actually do is actually just keep our mind open. We'll keep our mind open and actually see where we end up compared to where we started. If we end up lower than we started, then the car will have been a complete... Actually, then the car will have actually be a bit bad. Actually, will be bad for a track car, not so much bad for a road car. But if we finish a bit higher, then this thing would actually start to redeem itself a little bit. But okay, I know we're starting in 11th. We're definitely not starting in 9th. I wish we were starting in 9th, but unfortunately we are not. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, enough of all that. We are going to be starting our second ever race, and I noticed a couple of other people, and I noticed that a couple of new people have actually shown up. So I would like to say hello to anyone who's just joined. You've called us at actually a good time because we are about to start our race in a Renault Megane, our second ever race. And thank you very much for turning up. God dang, bad start. Such a bad start. Let's see, hopefully we can actually get some places up. Alright, first corner. This is where everyone usually cocks up. And it's no different here. Very nice. Whoa. Okay. Okay, understeer. Still in 9th. Drop down to 10th. Come on. Okay, I'm getting pushed off. Well, I was getting love tapped. Some people have gone wide. Yes. 10th place. Come on. Okay, I've got a Subaru and an Evo up my trumpet. Not good, not good. Okay, two Evos have gone extremely wide. It's not really good for them. Okay, I got a 0.5 second penalty. I could probably serve that whilst I go down this next corner. Which again is a corner where everyone seems to cock up. Ooh, Evo, black Evo's gone a bit wide there for entering that corner. No, it's not an Evo, it's a Subi. Okay, took that corner pretty much perfectly. Mr. TT's gone off slightly. Ooh, TT's gone. TT's gone wide. Ooh. Ooh, TT's contact with the wall. Still in 10th, but overtook the TT. That's good. Gaining on Evo. I gotta say, I'm actually surprised that I'm actually overtaking people in this thing. Because I wasn't expecting to get this high up. Uh-oh. Just as I say this car starts to redeem himself, I've got people trying to crash into me. For God's sake. If this was a fair race, and it was all based on skill, I probably would have ended up in a higher place than I am actually right now. And back to where we... Back into 9th. Change down to 3rd. Uh-oh. God. Okay, I've got Evo trying to overtake me. One Evo did. I've got a white Evo now up a trumpet. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Just take this flat, take this flat. Nice. Now break. Ooh, Subi's gone wide. Subi's gone wide. I'm in 9th place. White Evo up my tail. Just, whoa, directly up my tail. Don't like it. I don't like the... Go away, Evo. Go away, Evo. Okay, Evo's took me. This has turned out to be one of the most exciting and interesting races that I've ever done. And I'm in a Renault. That's how surprised I am with this thing. I'm in a Renault, and this is ending up to be... This is turning out to be an exciting-ish race for me. Braking hard. See, go wide, go wide, go wide. Ooh, Subaru's starting to... Subaru's tail starting to let out a bit there. 7.5 seconds faster than Wingman 1974. Don't know what he's in. Probably the Evo. See, come on. Take flat. No. What the hell, Evo? I mean, Subi. The hell, Subaru? The hell? Okay. Black Evo actually coming up behind him. Red Evo's gone wide. He's gone off. He's gone off. Okay, try and actually snake about so that the Evos don't actually overtake me. Oh god, oh god, looking behind me is actually kind of scary. I don't want to know what's going on back there. I don't want them to actually end up catching me. But weirdly enough, strangely enough, I am pulling away. How is this possible? The little Renault, he's not doing too bad. Just as I say that, I understeer myself into oblivion here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Evo's getting dirty. Red Evo's gone dirty. Subi gone a bit too fast into that corner. Evo took that pretty much perfectly. So did I. See if we can actually gain some momentum, gain some places. If we can, that's good. If not, well then we always have we always have another race to go. But anyways, this is ladies and gentlemen, this is our final lap of the race, and the Megane is actually surprising me, considering the fact that I didn't expect to overtake as many people as I did, and that's actually quite an achievement on the Renault's behalf, because when you see the lineup, Evo, Subaru, Evo, Subaru, Lotus, you don't expect this thing to end up in a high enough place. But I'm actually not doing too badly in this thing. And I think that if... Whoa! Evo's oversteering quite a lot there. See if I can get the overtake. No! That's just dirty. That is just dirty. The hell, Evo? See if we can actually... Ooh, that's right. Tuck yourself behind. Very nice. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to pick up 9th place. Wait, 9th place? How the hell did we get that? Ah, I think I know what happened, ladies and gentlemen. The white Evo in front of us was in 10th, but I think if this is hit, if the guy in 10th is the white Evo, he picked up a 1 second penalty, which means the little Renault picks up 9th place, and that I'm actually quite proud of that. I am genuinely proud and honestly surprised with this little car. But anyways, we are going to pick up another 12.7 miles in our driving marathon. We've already got our little car, which is our little Renault that we've just gotten. And congratulations to Mr. Wingman 1974, who in fact isn't in a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution Final Edition, which I thought he was. But instead, he actually takes first place, wins with an Audi TTS Coupe. Now that's actually not too bad. That is actually quite good for a TT. So let's see, how did our drivers' rankings go in sportsmanship? Sportsmanship's gone down a bit, but nothing too bad. So let's see, we're gonna do another race, but you know what? I'm gonna let you guys pick. Apart from the cars that we've done, let's see, we've done an Evo. We've done the Evo. We've done the Megane. No, I'm gonna let you guys decide. I'm gonna let you fellas decide this. Comment down below what car you think I should drive next for our next race. Cause, okay, the Megane. Actually,
WRXD. Do the Subaru. How you receive the beta? I submit 4 different accounts for the beta and I still with no beta.
Honestly, that's a good question. I actually think that I just got lucky for the beta, because I honestly submitted it in once and they gave it to me. I honestly didn't think they'd actually give it to me, but I'm happy that they did.
You have to drive the WRX SDI.
Okay, so I got a lot of votes for WRX STI, so it's time to bring out my Subi again. Now, let's see, for this car we're going to be driving it with 286 brake horsepower compared to the original 302, and it's going to be weighing a bit more than its usual thing, 1,639 kilograms. And also I've noticed a lot of people actually, and there's a lot of new people that actually have joined us, I believe. Actually, and to anyone who's just joined us right now, hello. We have been lucky enough to get the beta, and I've been playing this for 23 days. Actually, we've been live streaming this for 23 days now. Not in a row, because, well, if it was in a row, it would probably be a bit more. But just 23 days in general.
Do you play it with your controller or the wheel?
That's a good question. I'm actually playing it right now with a wheel. What wheel, you may ask? Well, I am actually playing it with a Logitech G20 wheel, and I'm actually having it with the optional gear shifter as well. Because I always prefer using manual gears, because I don't know why, it just feels right to me. But anyways, if any of you guys are new to the channel, I do this channel, we do daily Gran Turismo Gran Turismo Sport beta live streams. So if you guys actually if you guys actually are into Gran Turismo and you obviously want to see like videos on that sort of stuff, if you want to see daily live streams of Gran Turismo, then be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe, so it will let me know that you guys actually like the Gran Turismo Sport stuff, and I'll do my best to actually do as much Gran Turismo Sport videos as I possibly can. And besides, the Gran Turismo stuff's not going to be just in the beta. For you see, I've actually pre-ordered my copy of Gran Turismo Sport. last year. I pre-ordered the collector's edition, and we're actually
drifting.
And me and the rest of the All Saints, we have actually discussed doing like a new sort of show with Gran Turismo Sport in it, involving you guys. Anyone who subscribes can actually get a chance to actually be in the show with us. So how do you want? So how can this be actually, how can you be in the show, you may ask? Well, all you gotta do is subscribe. All you gotta do is subscribe, and well, all you gotta do is subscribe, and as soon as the Gran Turismo Sport actually comes out, then we'll actually give you the details on how you can actually be involved with with our new Gran Turismo show. Drifting? Well, in order for me to go drifting, I might have to actually change some tuning, which I might actually tune this car to drift as soon as I... what we're going to do actually is, if you guys want, I will actually take this car out drifting.
Yes, do it.
Alright, so... first of all, I'm going to complete this lap. As soon as I complete this lap, then I'm going to go in, tune my car for drift, actually tune this little wee Subi here for drifting, and who knows, maybe we can actually get some angles, get some tail slides out. Who knows? Anything is possible. No, actually, you know what? Let's actually do it now, because we've got about...
drift tune the Subaru.
Alright, so let's see. Obviously, first gotta go into settings. Traction control, obviously off. Sport tires. Unfortunately, we can't really change the tires, so what we gotta do is we have actually... obviously, first thing we gotta do is we've actually gotta change our camber. Let's see, get negative camber in this thing. Get the camber. You get this, get the toe completely. See, negative toe, negative camber in the rears. Ah, god dang it. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna have to start our race. And you know what? I might actually finish off this drift tune as soon as we actually...
Do you have RWD car? I see you got 2 new subs and you've got 2 more to catch me. Emoji face with tears of joy. Emoji grinning face with smiling eyes.
Well... oh, and I actually do have noticed that we've actually got 31 subscribers, so... whoever has subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, then what are you waiting for, man? Then please subscribe, because it will actually help us with our channel, and it'll actually, and we're actually doing more of an opportunity to actually get you guys at home involved.
How you put that voice for read the comments.
Well, that's actually on the PlayStation itself, so that means I've put that on so that, like, instead of actually going on to, like, say my tablet or my phone and actually reading the comments from there, I can actually get the voice. I can actually get this lady here to actually tell me about the whatever comments are read. Besides, it actually makes things way easier for myself personally, and it actually allows me to interact more with you guys a lot easier as well. Actually, you know what? There's one way to find out if we've actually... I actually don't know. Do we actually have our drift tune, or... I've got a feeling that we may have accidentally put on our drift tune. Let's see. Okay. This tail okay, our tail slide... Actually, we can actually get the tail to come out. Oh!
At 50 subscribers, we are doing something for you.
Well, actually, yes, we are. We are actually going to be doing a... Actually, if we get to 50 subscribers, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to do a giveaway that I can give you guys... I can get you guys to actually get the Gran Turismo Sport. Which means you guys at home could actually join us, like whenever the full game comes out. So if you want that giveaway to actually happen, all you gotta do is get us to 50 subscribers. If you get us to 50 subscribers, how you do that? Subscribing, telling your friends about this channel. Dang it. And well, getting them to subscribe as well. Because if you want your chance to...
It is possible to put more horsepower on the car in the settings.
Well, not more horsepower, but you can get more top speed in this thing. You can get more of your top speed of this car can increase. You can't exactly get more horsepower. That I'm pretty sure we can actually do in the whenever the full main game comes out. That is something that we can actually probably do. We can actually get like our tuning on, get more horsepower, like our old Gran Turismos in the past, like Gran Turismo 6, GT5, all that sort of stuff. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thinking that this may be our last race. Then afterwards, we're actually gonna do a couple of drift tunes for a couple of cars. So what I want you to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, is comment down below what two cars, pick two cars that I have, if you remember like any cars I have, and tell me like what ones you want me to build a drift, want to actually see me try and drift. But anyways, this race has already gotten chaotic and it's only just started. This race has turned chaotic already. We're in 12th place. Make that 13th. Make that 13th place. Went a bit wide there. Come on, Subi. Need to get readjusted to this thing. Okay, we've got another Subaru up a trumpet. Let him pass. Let him pass. If he can pass, let him. Having to tuck himself behind because he can't find an overtaking maneuver. Let's see, come on. Oh, we've got 3 people going extremely wide, which means this is my opportunity to actually overtake them, get some points. Uh-oh, got a bit of a bump. A lot of a bump. Getting bumped into. Getting bumped into. Still in 12th. Come on, I need to actually try and get some places. Okay, seriously, we've got a Megane in front of us. We've got a Megane and a TT in front of us. This is a Subaru. I reckon we can take them. Oh, they've gone. They've gone. Which means we take their places. Thank you. And we're now in 10th place. Not bad at all. Not bad, Subi. Not bad. Let's see if we can actually get a little bit more. Braking hard. For the last corner, don't go too wide. Went a little bit too fast into that corner. Should have slowed down a hell of a lot more. But it's at least it's not like going a bajillion miles an hour. We're only about 8 seconds slower than Mr. DeMarco. Actually, DeMarco, I think. That's how you say it. I don't know how you say it. Okay, okay. TT ahead of us has gone a little bit too wide into that corner, which means we can actually try and overtake. Clip this corner a bit. Braking hard. We can't take... Wait, can we? We've taken the Audi, but can we take this Subaru? Oh, it's neck and neck. If I can get the gear changes smoothed out, then perhaps I can. Whoa. Nope. I can't. But maybe in this next... Maybe this next corner we can actually take him. Maybe next. Let's see. Come on, little Subaru. Show me what you've got. Braking hard. Second gear. Oh, that was a smooth corner. That was very, very good. Very smooth. Into fourth. Tight turn. Flat out. Alright. Let go of the accelerator. Then hard on the power. We're about 1.1 seconds ahead of Mr. LPMYA. I'm presuming it's Mr. It behind us. See, clip the apex. See, actually flat out. Okay, second place has gone and gotten the fastest lap with a 2:06.4, whereas we pick up our fastest lap of 2:13.8. Not bad, really, not bad. Into second. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to... Actually, we have entered our final lap, and we're in... Actually, we haven't done too bad. We're in 9th place. I don't think we can get EF, but if people take corners too fast and too wide, if people screw up corners, then maybe we can actually see something happening. But for now, we've got a red Evo up our tail, as well as a red Subaru. Well, another red Subaru behind him. I think he took that corner just a little bit faster. He's caught up quite a lot. The only hope for us now is to actually block him off, seal it, actually seal the gap, make sure that he doesn't get in. Okay. Braking hard for this corner. Ooh, let's see. Red Evo... No, Red Subi, actually, takes us. Red Evo tucks himself in behind me. Doesn't see a place where he can get. Flat out, flat out, flat out. Very nice. Gain that extra speed. Come on, TT. Boost me a bit. Okay, don't let the Audi TT overtake me. Don't let him take me. Whoa. Kept it under control. Very nice. Okay, white. Okay, car's gone completely wide. Maybe we can get 9th place. Indeed we do. Can we get it? Come on, just before the end. Come on, come on. Ah. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, but we will be picking up 9th place. That's honestly not too bad. All things considered, that's actually not too bad. Again, all things considered, despite having a little bit of a fierce competition with people crashing into us and whatnot, we didn't exactly do too bad in that race. Picking up 9th place and an additional 12.1 miles added on to our driver's marathon, making it a total of 62 miles added on our driving marathon. Very nice, not too bad. And of course, Congratulations to Mr. DeMacro, who finishes the race in first place, picking up that driver's trophy. And congratulations for winning in your Audi TTS Coupe. You deserved it, buddy. And let's see, our driver's ranks have gone up. We're not in B, but it is still improving nonetheless. Now let's see, we haven't... You know what, Brands Hatch is actually a good place to actually test out some drifting abilities. We're not going to do any more races, but instead what we're going to do is we're actually going to drift. Because I know you guys wanted me to do like some drifting in some cars. So, what better place to drift than Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit?
Show what cars you have.
Okay, show what cars I have. In the N300 category, I have... Actually, these are all the cars I have in the N300 category. These are like the road cars. What I have is a Subaru Impreza, as you've seen. The Megane, as you've seen. Mitsubishi Evo. The Ford Focus ST. Audi TTS Coupe. The Lotus Evora 09. And a 2013 Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.8 Track Edition. For GR4, which is the next rank up, we have a Nissan GTR, a Corvette, a Chevrolet Corvette C7, a Mercedes SLS AMG, an Alfa 4C, a Ford Mustang, another Hyundai Genesis, and a Renault Megane. And finally, the highest tier, the GR3s. This is personally my favorite. We have an Audi R8 LMS, two BMW M6 GT3s, a Corvette C7, a Jaguar F-Type, the VW Golf GTI VGT, which is Gran Turismo exclusive, a Ford Mustang GR3, a Toyota FT1-1 VGT, another Gran Turismo exclusive, a Ferrari 458 Italia GT3, a Nissan GTR Nismo G23 N24, a Peugeot VGT, a Renault RS01 GT3, a V12 Aston Martin V12 Vantage GT3, a Hyundai Genesis, and a BMW Z4 GT3. So that is all the cars I have. Now, what we're actually going to do is we're going to go into the N300 category, and actually, I'm going to take out the Evo. Back to the Subaru. Now, what I'm going to do is actually... What I was going to do before the race actually began, if some of you may remember, is we were actually going to take out the Subaru and go drifting, or drifty-wiftying, as I like to call it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Subaru, go to Brands Hatch GP circuit, aka one of my favorite tracks in the game, excuse me, and actually take this thing drifting. So before we can actually get this thing drifting, we need to actually go into the driver settings. Slam it down. What we're actually going to do is we're going to make the... Okay, we're actually going to make everything on here as low as possible for the rear end. And see how we actually go from that. See, you get a normal differential, normal transmission, and I think that should be it. So, without further ado, let's actually go out. See if this thing can actually slide out. Okay, as you can see, I think I may have to lower the front as well in order for it to work. Let's see. Okay, yep, I think I'm gonna have to lower the front as well. Yep, so now this thing is completely lowered down. That's more like it. That is much more like it, ladies and gentlemen. This thing can actually drifty-wifty. Very nice. Now let's see if I can actually go around this track drifting without actually entering the sand dunes. Second gear. That wasn't that much of a drift, but, well, it wasn't as good as the first one. There we go. That's more like it. That's much, much more like it. Whoa. 9. Dang it. Gone off. Ooh. Ho, ho, ho. Yes. This thing can drift. And can drift pretty god dang well. See if we can actually drift whilst being in the interior. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes. Keep the power in. Tail out. Yes. Very nice. Yes. Impressive. Most impressive little Subi. What? My fault. Made a bit of a miscalculation. Come on. Power. Went in good, but the end was a bit... The ending left much to desire. Go on, power, 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 power. Dang it. Went off. And you know what? I consider this drift build pretty much a success. Oh, ho, ho. Yes. This drift build's a success. Very, very much so. I'm doing tandems with myself. Haha. Very nice. Very, very nice. And if you guys have just joined us, we have actually done all the races that we're actually wanting to do, and we're actually killing some time just drifting this little WRX STI about. Why? Because I was curious as to how good this thing can actually, if this thing can, I was curious about two things. One, if this thing can actually drift, and two, if it can, just how good can it actually drift. Whoa! 360! That could have gone better in my defense, ladies and gentlemen. That could have really gone better. See, control it. Yes! That was a nice, clean run. Nice, clean overtake. Very, very impressive. No, 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 no. I'm in reverse. Drifting is a bit difficult, ladies and gentlemen. Considering the fact that this is the first time that I've actually drifted in this game, I am semi-decent for Gran Turismo Sport drifting. Now let's see. Last corner. Whoa! Yes! I always love that end corner drifting. But you know what? I think that this right here is as good a place as any to end this live stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, then be sure to leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys are new. And other than that,
Gran Turismo Sport should have a game mode called Drift Mode for the people who like drift and should have 2 drift cars with more horsepower.
exactly.
Well done, emoji clapping hands with light skin tone.
Thank you very much. And anyways, if you want to see more like drifting, what I can actually do is do like a wee separate video series on like showing like some of the cars and how they drift and all that sort of stuff. But if you guys want that, all you gotta do is leave this video a thumbs up, and if you're new, subscribe. And apart from that, I will see you guys on the next video. So until then, peace.